What's the best thing about scones? They require no time to proof or rise before baking. With pumpkins in the season, let's see how to make super easy pumpkin scones at home. With these 3 tips, you will be able to make pumpkin spice scones that is buttery, flaky and mildly sweet, perfect for those cold mornings with warm coffee. And hey, stay till the end of the video for an interesting fact. If you're watching me for the first time, I'm Elizabeth and welcome to Alchemy. Let's take a mixing bowl. Use a sieve to sift the flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, salt. Sift them through before adding the butter. Then we need 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Let's talk about tip number 1. You gotta take cold butter, not just refrigerated butter but very specifically frozen butter. Also, another reason is when you're blessed with hot hands like mine, the flour, the butter and warm hands will give you a feeling that you're like playing Play-Doh. Add in half cup pumpkin puree. If you want to know how to make homemade pumpkin puree with or without oven, check out the description below for links. Then we add vinegar, pumpkin spice, oat milk. Now the role of vinegar is that it reacts with the baking powder and soda to create carbon dioxide that causes the mixture to rise. You could use a food processor to bind them all, but I prefer to do the old-fashioned way because washing hands is more easier than washing the food processor, isn't it? So what's tip number 2? Do not overwork the dough. There's gluten within the flour which should not be activated, else the scone will be tough. It just has to get into a shape, and few flour bits which don't stick on, that's totally fine. Just press them down into a nice shape. Since we are making triangular scones, we need to make this in a rectangle shape with actually a height of about an inch. As you can see, I'm just pressing it down to get the bits and get that into a desired shape. Fold the dough at least 3 times so that you get a flaky structure on the pumpkin scones. If you enjoyed the video so far, give it a like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Also click on the bell icon so that you get notified when I upload a video. Once we have shaped the dough, make horizontal and vertical cuts. Each block is then diagonally cut to get the triangular scone look. And now to the fact. Did you know that a biscuit in US is called a scone in United Kingdom? We have different names for the same thing in the same language: coriander, cilantro, courgette, zucchini. Do you guys know any other food item which has different names? Comment down below the video. Let's get to tip number 3. Give it some time to chill it out in the fridge, because cooling them down for 30 minutes in fridge helps to solidify the butter if in case it's loosened. But the end result is a flaky scone. And just before we bake them, brush it with an egg wash or milk. Both give a nice color to the pumpkin scones. I'm not done yet. Let's sprinkle some sugar to get a crusty top on the scone. Bake them in a preheated oven for 400 Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the top of the scone is golden brown. For the glaze, combine 5 tablespoons of sugar with 2 tablespoons of oat milk. Now mix it well to get a beautiful glaze that can go on your pumpkin scones. It's time to bring the scones out, and as you can see, it's golden brown on the top, a beautiful crust, defined layers and a good height. Drizzle the glaze over the pumpkin scones and use pumpkin seeds for giving an extra crunch to it. Now the glaze would solidify quickly, so it's better to put the seeds right away. Let me show you a closer look. And if you're wondering what else can I make with pumpkin puree, then check how I made vegan pumpkin bread right here. And until next time, see you later and stay safe.